morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. So Miss Judy is not going to be with me today. I thought she was, and she reminded me last night that she doesn't work this Tuesday, and I can't remember why she took off. I know she told me. For some reason, I want to say that she didn't say it, but somebody else said that she was taking off today for like finalizing packing for her trip. So she's going on a trip to Alaska. She's doing the Alaskan cruise, and I believe she leaves this coming weekend. But she's also remodeling her whole kitchen. So they're starting while she's away on her trip. I believe they're starting like the day she leaves. So she needs to completely gut her whole kitchen, you guys. And I think she's stressing more about that than she is about packing, which I would be too. I mean, having strangers in your house, well, not really strangers, but having people in your house, especially when you're not there and stuff, you know, you want to make sure that everything is put away that needs to be put away. And like I said, she has to empty out all of her cabinet drawers, everything like that. So I want to say that she was just like finalizing things and like trying to get things done, or maybe not. Maybe she did have something going on. I can't remember. But today is the start of the second week of my second little gig here that I have going on. So, yeah, I did it for the first time like last week, the full week. So I'm only doing it on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And then this week I will have Friday off. So this is just like my first basically regular week that I'm working, which is nice. So, you know, just kind of getting in the groove of things, getting used to it. You know, last week when I did it, I didn't have a break in between because of the fact that, you know, I was dealing with all this car stuff and everything like that. But now that things are all settled, I can just kind of finally breathe and kind of sit into what's, you know, happening or whatever. So have any of you guys watched the Charlie Sheen docu-series? Is it a docu-series? Is it just what is that? Is it just a little like movie type thing? Or I don't know. I know it's a docu-series. I guess he talks about all the things. Charlie Sheen was a wild man. And I don't know if you guys remember way back in the day. Now this is like Periscope day. Way back in the Periscope day. So he was dating a girl by the name of, from what I remember, Rachel. And I remember back in the Periscope day, her and I became friends. Do you guys remember that? And I just remember her having this like whole conversation with me. And like, there's pictures of her out there with Charlie Sheen, like that they were dating. So it was legit. And for some reason, I want to say that she like went by Rachel, but that wasn't her real name. Do you guys remember this? Any of you Periscope people out there? I know like you newbies, you're like, if you guys have joined in like 8 years and sooner, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. Because this was like way pre-COVID. Yeah. Anyway, I wonder if like, I'm sure she wasn't mentioned at all. I just remember the story where he was, this is a sensitive subject. I remember the story where he knew that he was HIV positive. He knew, and he was still sleeping around, and he was not telling anyone about it. And I want to say that she was one of them, but do not quote me on it. But yeah, just like a really sad situation, like drugs, alcohol, sex, like the whole thing, just really, really sick and sad. You hear about that kind of stuff like online or whatever, like, you think, oh, like the stars, like, it's like a different realm, but in reality, it is reality. Like, that stuff did happen. And people just kind of think like, oh, it's, whatever. It's not really real because like there's, stars or whatever, and they're like in a different dimension and like, they're like untouchable. No, it's real. It really happened. So I don't know. It'll be interesting for me to watch. I'm definitely going to watch, but right now I am watching Bon Appetit because it is a Korean K-pop kinda series. My daughter got me into those. They're like really hot right now on Netflix. So I've been watching that and it's actually pretty good. I like it. It's definitely like got me hooked and making me want to watch more to see like what happens. So that's good. Last night or yesterday was my first day on my fat fast. And I sort of failed a little tiny bit. Oh, you guys look a little bit cloudy today. I just actually looked at the camera for the first time since I've had it on. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, and I stuck to the complete diet. I had hamburger meat, eggs, and avocado. And then while I was watching Bon Appetit, I was like, ooh, I really am craving something. So instead of grabbing Tootsie Rolls or candy or anything else like that, like naughty, I grabbed another half of a hamburger patty and I had some ham, which isn't in my diet bet plan, but I thought, you know what, at least it's like protein. So I thought at least like, yeah, it's not in the plan, but at least it's not like whatever. So my goal today is to really like stick to the plan. And I was going to film. I was going to like take you guys along with me on that journey of my 8 days, but it didn't happen, you guys. It just didn't happen. I was going to like do an intro and stuff. And then I was like, no, I need to get my wax empty video recorded. So I did that yesterday in the afternoon. And I can only do so much. I have all these plans in my head, like all this stuff that I want to do, and it's just not getting done. And it's not because I'm lazy. It's because time management. Like it took me probably pretty close to 2 hours and I don't even know if the video is uploaded or not. I didn't even check, to be completely honest. It must be. I don't even think I did a thumbnail though. So I don't know what's going on, you guys. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, so I'm trying my best to get stuff done. And it's just, I'm being hard on myself because like I said, in my head, I want to like do all these things and have all these videos up and like get ready for fall and all this kind of stuff. And she's not happening, you guys. It is just not flying. But that's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm not stressing out about it. It's going to be like in the back of my mind that I want to get that stuff done. Oh, where am I going to park? Oh, I'm going to park right here. This is perfect. I can pull up. Yes, I can. There we go. Ooh, and next to me is a Nissan Rogue, which is kind of funny because that was the car that I was thinking about buying, but I didn't buy because the Rogue that I was going to buy was I think a 2021, and there was something wrong with the engine. The engine got recalled. So I was just like, you know what? No. And then I looked it up and it said like if there were like 2 different SUVs that you should completely not buy, and the Nissan Rogue was one of them. And I was just like, yeah, if I'm going to be spending this amount of money, I'm not going to be, dilly-dallying and doing that. But I did like the new Nissan Rogue. It was like the perfect size. When I drove it, I loved it. We had Nissans growing up. So first we started with these Buicks, right? We had a baby blue Buick and a navy blue Buick. My mom had one, or my dad had one, my mom had the other. And this is when I was like in just starting out high school. So like before that, I couldn't even tell you what cars my parents had. I know they had a Gremlin, and a huge boat of something. But anyway, so I just remember with the Buicks, I remember my dad would let me do the navy blue Buick to school. And for some odd reason, I don't know like what it was, but when I would put my foot on the brake, it was almost like somebody, like I would put my foot on the brake and it was almost like somebody was actually putting their foot on the gas at the same time. So I would try to brake and the gas just like kept on going and going and going. And it would be super hard to stop. And I would get so nervous driving to school every day. So then my parents got me a Geo Metro. They got me a Geo Metro. And then when I turned 16, when I got my license, because that, I just had my temps, I got a Geo Metro convertible when I was a senior. So I was 16 when I was a senior, and then I graduated high school when I was a senior, when I was 17, like just turning 17, because I turned 17 in October. Oh no, in the beginning I turned 17. And then anyway, because my birthday's October 10th. So I loved the Geo Metro convertible. It was perfect, but it was a 2-seater. I loved the way it looked. It was the cutest little thing. My friend had a Geo Metro Jeep. It was blue and it was so cute. So we would like always go driving around. But yeah, it was a 2-seater. So I would hide my friends in the back and it was just like a mess. So got rid of that. And then after that, my dad had got a baby blue Nissan. And I remember he let my daughter have that for a while. And that ran for a long time. A long time. So that was a good car to have. And then after the Nissan, then I got the minivan. And then that was Una 1, the first Una. And then after that, I got the Chevy Impala, and that was Una 2. And now I have the Chevy Equinox, and she's not a Una. So when I was going to mention this to you guys. So when I get my license plate renewal, which is, oh my God, my hair is awful today. Anyway, when I get my license plate renewal, which they'll mail me the slip in February because I'm pretty sure it's due in March. I am going to apply for a personalized license plate, and it can be 7 letters, and I already have chosen what I want. It's only $15 extra. So, but they said if you want to do it now, like you have to pay twice. So if I want to do it now, I'd have to pay the $85 plus the $15 in the state of Wisconsin. And then I would also have to pay it again in March, I believe. Can someone please let me know in the state of Wisconsin how that works? I was going to call the DMV, but then I'm like, no, I'm not going to call the DMV because that's crazy. But I heard that if you want to do that, you have to like do it twice. So like you're better off waiting for your card to come in the mail and then going to the DMV and then applying for the license plate, the personalized license plate. And then it also says that you need to do like 3 separate things, like 3 separate, whatever, like to apply for it. But I don't want 3 separate things. Like it has to be that or it's not going to be anything. And I checked to see if it was available online, and it did say that it is available online. So I don't know. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that it all works out. But if you guys know any information, like, can I apply for a personalized license plate now? Or, I mean, I know I can, but then I would have to pay the 85 plus the 15. Or is it better for me to wait that I wouldn't have to double dip and pay? Let me know in the comments down below if you guys know. But anyway, I'm gonna go into work. Today is going to be another busy day with babies. Oh my God, you guys, I don't know what's happening, but everyone's having babies and it's exploding. Like, there are so many babies. So pray that it goes well and smooth today and that there's no screamers and criers. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day. God bless, and I will see you all tomorrow with Miss Judy. Knock on wood that she's not sick, but excuse me. Yes, with Miss Judy. And if you guys are interested in sponsoring the Angela Judy show, like I said, Judy's going to be here tomorrow and Thursday, and then she's not. So when you guys sponsor, Judy and I just go and get a coffee before work, and then we give your name a shout out, and you guys can choose the drink. But this time around, because I'm fasting, I would choose the drink for Judy, and then I would just have a cold brew, because I have to, watch my carbs and stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys are interested in sponsoring the Angela and Judy show, the Venmo and Cash App is listed down below. You guys can also do super thanks, which is also that little heart where you comment with the little $sign. And yeah, we would love for you guys to sponsor us. So anyway, have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.